Hello, what's up? It's Papa Bale and welcome to the channel. I decided to hook up my larger rotor and run my trifecta coils. However, upon trying to hook the second one up, I found that it's going to be harder than I expected. I might need alternate power supplies, something that'll differentiate each coil and use the same switch. I only want one switch. And I also want all the strands available to me. I don't want a trigger coil. Is it possible? I've run 2 coils before. I don't know what the problem is. So the circuit is 1 strand and then a series strand. So there's 2 connections. 1 parallel strand is parallel to 1 series strand, which has wires 2 and 3 connected in slot 3, and wire 1 is in slot 2, and then the Hall effect sensor is in slot 1. I think that's pretty good speed to run this coil. There's 12 magnets on the rotor, so I mean that's gonna equal out. The other one only has 9 on it, but it has less of a duty cycle, so I bet I'm telling you it's gonna average out. Those 3 more magnets is a big deal. Big deal, big deal. And this is what we're running on. 25 volts and 0.3 amps. So the 1 wire, 1 strand, and then the series strand has quite a kick to it. I don't have any tinfoil on there right now. I can't get a good tack reading. I'm going to try and do some math. So 630.09 divided by 12. 732.4 divided by 12. It's going pretty fast. So I don't think there's going to be much of an issue there. They got ceramic bearings in there in the center. So that's going to be good. The thing that worries me a little bit is that it's got to be up at like 25 for a hot minute before it even gets kicking. So I'll turn it down and I'll show you what I mean. I don't know why that is. It shouldn't be like that. Maybe it's the Hall effect sensor that's making that happen. It could be my connections. These wires are getting crusty. They're getting old. Very stiff. They weren't that stiff when I got them. Alright, and I think we're going to try, we got the magnets for the little rotor here. We're going to try 180 degrees. First. Should have tried just the 360, just the 1 magnet, and see if we could pulse it, but there's 2 on there now and I'm not taking it off, so 2 is fine. Just what do we want to use to try and make this work? Do we want to use the 4-filer coil like we had planned, or do we want to make a special bobbin for a magnet that small? Now I think charging a battery would be easier to do than running a motor. Just throwing it out there. I mean, I could try and charge a battery. I have a battery to charge. I just don't have indicator lights letting me know when it's full. So it's probably not a smart idea. But I have these connectors. I have a 12-volt battery pack that I haven't had work for me in a long time. That's why I bought the power supply over here about a year ago, half a year ago, something like that. But yeah, I'm thinking with the only reason I made it that big was so that I could get all 12 magnets on there without a problem. And I think running one coil is going to be okay. Unless we want to run... We can't really run that in series though, because it is a series. I mean, I could think about it for a minute and probably work something out, but... Yeah, we could do it. I just think it's going to be way more wire than we actually need to run it in series. So that virtually means that the one wire would go all the way around to the 3 coils at 120 degrees. So these 2 would move and be connected in series to this one. I mean, technically it would work, but can you connect a series to a series? Yeah, I think you can do that. I think we're going to be all right. I don't know exactly what... I forgot what I was going to say. It's all right. But here, I'm going to turn this back on. All the way up. No. Nothing's happening. And then it'll start to squeak. At least it has so far. They're starting to. You can hear it trying to squeak on. We got 2.3 amps now. I even hooked up the transistors to a different breadboard altogether and slowly pieced together the circuit to make sure it was right. And it still, there's like barely enough electricity going through it this way to make it work. Something's leaking somewhere pretty bad. See, because it's all the way up. Or it's just, you know, you got 333.3 turns in the one strand, and then you got 666.6 in the other strand. Yeah, we got some rattling going on here. And that is, the second strand has DC flowing through both strands, so it's... So if anybody could like hint me on what that is, why it doesn't kick on right away, that would be great. That would be awesome. And then we can move. I'm gonna move along regardless, but that'd be nice to know so I could set it up right. It's probably just a cross wire because those ends on these coils are made for terminal blocks. They're made to be spaced out. Anyway, I think this is awesome. For just that little coil right there, man, that's all that's up. I know there's a lot going on out there, but that's all that's working right now. I'm trying to get them all working, but that's the one that's working right now. But I am thinking about 120s and setting each coil up the same way and linking it in series to this coil so that we're running off the same transistors. But I don't see it working because, well, I don't know. I don't know actually. But I think this is awesome. That's not a lot of watts going out of there. That's great. Trifecta coil, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I got for right now. Peace out. Have a good night. Please subscribe. Hit the notification bell because we are going to try and get this thing rolling using the energy from this coil and this rotor. If this rotor fails to generate enough electricity, we will try our 9-magnet rotor, which is very smooth as well. And the major difference between this rotor and the one I just showed you on the ground there is those magnets are completely recessed and these magnets are only half recessed. And the recessing of the magnets is a big deal. It's big. That plastic doesn't help much. Oh, there we go. Look at that. All three of those have back EMF. All three of them did. But you get it from the top. You get the best reading from the top there. You can see it light up. I mean, but it's from the top. So, like I was saying before, the fields, they don't pop straight out the back. They come up like this, and they come back around into the hole. So they're more like bows, like a bow tie. Bow tie, baby, bow tie. But yeah, man, the back magnet, I don't know what that is. That must be the toroid magnet underneath. Holy cow. I didn't see it that time. But that ring where the permanent magnets are sticking out is a lot more pronounced than on the other rotor. That's for sure. That's awesome, man. That speed is constant. It is fluid. It doesn't cost a lot of power. And I bet you it's going to generate quite a bit. And there's one more thing I got to show before I actually go. And I'm sorry, I did say I was going a long time ago, but there's one more thing. I'll be right back. I printed these out as a size for generator coil. Got a nice hole for a core. And then my cores fit at least 2 of these on it. So we can link these in series on the core. Like so. And I made 6 of them, so we can do that 3 times, completing a circuit. That'll be awesome. 120 circuit of generator coils and I made them like that so that they could be work in tandem with the magnets that I'm using. So we get the magnet and the coil, like the hammer is the size of the nail head. If you get what I'm saying. Oh, I didn't mean to walk through my house. My God. It's alright though. Things are getting back to normal around here. So that's a pretty interesting video, I would say. Thank you very much. Peace out. Have a great night. Bye now.